Okay, so this is important to say, right? We joke around here with all the memes and all this stuff, but the reality is that I will never be able to sort of nail exactly like Mick Gordon's sound, right? Even if I had access to the man's like amazing breadth of talent and knowledge and gear and all of that, um, we're different people. We have different tastes. We have different life experiences. So our music is always going to be different. Like no matter how hard I try, but in the end it didn't even matter. But no matter how hard I try, in the end it will not matter because we are different people, and that's fine, right? I'm not going the thing from the beginning. This thing from the beginning was supposed to be about capturing that spirit. And if you're saying that I captured that spirit, Andre, then that's all that matters. So thank you so much. That's the highest compliment, really, or one of the highest. There are probably other high compliments, but I don't know how to react well to compliments either way. Thank you. Anyway, so we've got this outro, and I think I know how to do it. I think. Do we have actually any other riffs or guitar parts that we can use? That are sort of. Yeah. That's thank you, Andrew. That's awesome that you kind of see that because in the end, I think like if you even if you do like a cover or if you try to do like a 1-to-1 or something like that, I think it's important that you put your own spin on things, right? So like the only riff actually that we haven't used so far. So we've used this one. We've used this one. Right? We've used this one. We've used this one. This is the only one that we haven't used. And I'm thinking, what if we did some sort of Hellwalker-y type stuff where we intersperse those synths with these like low-tuned riffs? Hey, look at this guy over here. He's got all these low-tuned riffs. Where you think you're going, tough guy? You're cruising for a bruising. Anyway. So, these are not actually in time. I mean, they are in time, but they're not in the right time. There you go. Right, and the way we'd like to use, I think I'd like to use these is that I want them to be really sort of drowned in distorted synths. I don't know if I want to use drums in here, but we just might and just sort of super duper half time them. If we could do that. Let's look for our aggro synth. Huh, there you are, aggro synth. Let's actually find in the other stuff, let's find the MIDI for this riff. And this is the MIDI that I'm looking for. This is not the MIDI that you're looking for. Right, and let's see if we can sort of do some super like down-tuned nastiness, yeah? We might actually do something even stupider. What if I down-tuned the bass 1 octave down for this part? I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? So this is too low, isn't it? I think that the problem is that we should be actually having not... This is the wrong synth. Hello, wrong synth. How are you doing? This is the ambiental aggro synth that we're looking for. Son of a bee. Okay. We're on the right path now. You know what I want to do with this? Like, I want it brighter. Can we do brighter? Can I actually, like, if I go over here, Ambiental Aggro Synth, let's go to my mix thing. The mix thing! And I'd like to sort of activate, like, I don't want to mess around with the other. If it works, it ain't stupid. Yes. I mean, it still is, but at least it worked. That's how I view it. Just like some brightness over here. Ooh. Ooh. Will this actually fix my other stuff as well? Ooh. 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 Dude, like I swear, this little move that we do where we just like open the virtual mix track, just put in the EQ and just boost the high end to all heck is my new musical crack. Like I swear to God, it just fixes everything. It just makes everything brighter and better. In here, it's too much though. Because the whole idea for this part was for it to actually be, you know, sort of not this loud. So we're just gonna bypass that. How does that interact with the guitars now? You know, it's good, but it's a bit too much. It's like 2% too much. I think I would very much enjoy having this. Like, can I set this to a parameter? There was a way to do that. I just need to remember how. Come on, I read in the manual about how to do that. For sampling, not the, don't want the user guide. I know how to do this. I've done this before. Is it just a parameter now that I can sort of search for? Like if I go in here and I go to inserts and virtual mix rack, slot A. Ooh. And they actually change according to what you had loaded in there. I kind of remembered at one time you kind of had to set up parameters manually. Am I just losing my damn mind? Anyway, high frequency gain. Okay, so it's cranked up to max, and I want it cranked up to max, but not here. I want it at the end when we're sort of relying on it a bit more, right? So for all the other parts, and it's actually showing me the correct values and everything. Damn! Okay, for all the other parts, I want it to be like slightly just not that bright. You see, you can kind of barely hear that synth in there playing along with the guitar riff, but it adds an extra sort of it adds an extra dimension to it, like it's an almost fourth dimension to the guitars, right? Which is what we want. That's a sort of what Mick Gordon does, right? He layers in these synths with the guitars as far as I can tell, as far as I can hear. Like, just listen in this riff, right? If I were to take out the synth, like what a difference it makes. Blech. Yeah? So, for the bass, what if I went in here and I said, what if God was one of us? No. And if I said pitch shift, new version, and just went select an event, this event, mate. Okay, and I said minus 12. Okay, minus 12. There you go, buddy. Let's bring the mid channel in here. Let's see what that sounds like. That's terrible. I love it. Okay, but we said we wouldn't bring in the drums, but let's bring in some drums. Come on, you know you wanna. Damn, this song is gonna be like 8 minutes long. That's not okay. That is not okay. Which window is wide open? Is our window wide open? No, it is not. So, thank you for the reminder, Andre. But yes, 8 minutes sounds perfect. But yeah, close your window, man. It's really been getting cold. Like I've actually broken out the these sort of fall blankets, right? Because I'm getting up there in years and I'm just a lot colder than I used to be. What? I'm trying to see if I can get away with like a super halftime. That's too hard. That's too hard on the kickstand. Can you roll back on that? Okay. Because like if we do the normal sort of halftime, it's gonna be like too active. You had to wear a hoodie today? Yes! That's what I'm saying. It's cold, mate. It's cold. Let's just go for the most open, aggressive, loud, freaking hi-hat that you ever did hear in your life. Winter's coming. Yeah, like seriously, yeah. Which is weird because last year it was super warm. So what the heck, man? Like, weather, can you not? I mean, if we'd stop dumping crap into you, maybe weather would chill. Okay, let's just cut it out over here and just like have it once. I think once is enough. One and done. And then we can go back to the other thing. So... right? And we're gonna need to be like super aggressive with our sort of volume cuts and volume automation, right? So for the drums especially, because these things ring out for days. I got drums for days. Right, and it just needs to shush for a bit. Right, and I need to shush the ambient guitars as well, because these things will go on forever. Like so. And I need to shush my pads in here. So if I go in here and I go to pad synths, you need to shut the F up. Like right over here when this riff comes in. That's weird. It's very weird. There's like a little gap. Don't know if you hear it, but there's like a little sort of tiny, teeny, eeny, miny, meow gap in here where like the thing doesn't hit properly. There you go, buddy. That's what you want to hear. So I guess the idea is that the guitars and the bass need a little like just a little bump in before so that you can feel like the pick hit. Yeah? Something like that. Now for the synths and the lead guitars, I'm going to need to copy paste. Copy paste. And actually I'm gonna need just the pad synths and the lead guitars. The lead guitars. Where am I? Okay, cool. I found myself. Because when I find myself in times of trouble, I just scroll around the Cubase thing until I find my way. really, to be honest. That's kind of how it goes. Why is the intermission glitch? Why does it have a thing? Oh, it's because I did not delete the bad thing. Speaking of what to tackle next, any plans to have someone or you sing on a future song? Well, funny you should ask. Yes. Like, I know that for a fact I'd really liked for the sort of Bring Me the Horizon, Architecty, whatever type, modern rock, metal, core song that I want to do. I want someone to sing on it. I'll try to scour the internet for like a cool vocalist online so that they can sort of sing on it. Cubase, could you stop freezing on me? Thank you. The other thing is that I would actually like to sort of sing on songs. Yes. The sort of synthwavy song that we did a while ago, actually the Night City one, I want to have lyrics for that one and I want to sing on it. Probably very, very terribly, but you gotta start somewhere, right? And I would like to sing more on the stuff that we make here. Not only because singing is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I just hate my voice. But I'm gonna take some singing lessons anyway. But also because I think it's important to like tackle this subject as well, because the subject of vocal production it's probably the most, to me at least, is the most sort of artistic art form part of making music, right? Because there's so many ways you can go about it, and there are so many ways you can mess it up. So I'd really like to kind of show people my process for not only just like mixing vocals, but also production, like all the layering and all the crazy stuff that we do. And I think it'd be cool in the end. And hey, I've always wanted to sing on my stuff, but I've never been able to, so why not start somewhere, right? It'll probably be terrible, but It seems my lead guitar channel had a little bit of a kerfuffle. Let's see if we can take this thing over to here. And you need to come in from over here. Son of a bee. Hey, Kadinger! Welcome! Europe! You're awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, Andre, yes, indeed, now is indeed my chance. Not only to start singing, but to also embarrass myself in front of all these lovely people. They did nothing wrong. They did nothing to deserve the sound of my voice, but that's just gonna be it. I need to move this over like 2/4. Do like this. Let's see how that comes in. That's just the full Twitch experience. Indeed. Thanks, Kadinger. Thanks. Welcome. I'm glad that you like it. But we're gonna need to make this more interesting.